Yo, what's going on, man? It's Mo Salim here from TripleYourT.com, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the relationship between muscle growth and testosterone levels. Alright, so the relationship between testosterone and muscle mass is like a positive feedback loop. The more muscle mass you have on your body, the higher your testosterone levels will be, and the higher your testosterone levels are, the more muscle mass you'll be able to build as a result. Testosterone's impact on muscle growth is so dramatic that in one study, subjects given testosterone injections gained a significant amount of muscle mass, strength, and lost a significant amount of fat without even exercising. Let's take a closer look at this study to observe what the results actually say. So 40 men were brought into a lab and randomly assigned to one of four groups. So subjects in group 1 were placebo and they were not put on any resistance training program. Subjects in group 2 were given testosterone injections, but they were also not put on a resistance training program. Subjects in group 3 were given testosterone injections, but they were not put on a resistance training program. And finally, subjects in group 4 were given testosterone injections and they were put on a resistance training program. So 10 weeks later, as expected, in the first group, subjects did not experience any change in their testosterone or their muscle growth. Subjects in group 2, the ones that were given testosterone injections but were not put on any resistance training program, get this, they gained 7 pounds of lean muscle mass. Furthermore, their testosterone levels elevated by more than 300%. But of course, that was after giving them injections. So subjects in group 3, the ones that were not given any testosterone injections, but were put on a resistance training program, they gained about 4.5 pounds of lean muscle mass and experienced about a 15 to 18% increase in their total testosterone. As expected, subjects in group 4 experienced the most dramatic results, alright? They gained upwards of 13 pounds of lean muscle mass, along with their total testosterone level elevating by more than 600%. So yeah, those are some pretty crazy results, but there are two main takeaways for us. So the first is that subjects who did not exercise but were given testosterone injections gained 60% more lean muscle mass than the subjects who did exercise but were not given any testosterone injections. And the second takeaway is that the subjects who were given testosterone injections and were put on a resistance training program gained actually more than 200% lean muscle mass than the subjects who were on a resistance training program but did not take any testosterone. And a bunch of other studies actually replicate these results by showing us that increases in muscle mass and strength can be tied back to the amount of exogenous testosterone given to the subjects. So does this mean that increasing your testosterone levels is the answer to faster muscle growth? Well, not quite. An important point to note is that in the studies above, subjects were given supraphysiological doses of testosterone, alright? So that means their levels were actually pushed way beyond the normal range for men. And this allowed the subjects to gain an insane amount of muscle and strength regardless of whether they exercised or not. So if your testosterone level is already within the optimal range, which I define as anything above 600 to 700 nanograms per deciliter, then increasing your testosterone levels even further naturally, and keyword being naturally, will not impact your muscle growth even further, alright? But if your current testosterone level is in the suboptimal range, then increasing your levels can help speed up your muscle growth as well. And of course, a major step towards naturally increasing your testosterone level is lifting weights and getting stronger in the gym. So all of it eventually ties back to the positive feedback loop between muscle growth and testosterone, all right? The relationship goes both ways. And another interesting study was actually performed by scientists in Spain who brought in about 35 untrained male subjects into a lab and put them on a 3-day per week resistance training program for 4 weeks. And after 4 weeks, the average increase in the subject's total testosterone level was by about 37%. In another study, subjects were put on a 21-week strength training program, after which testosterone levels, strength gains, lean mass gains, they were all found to be directly correlated. Now, these increases are definitely measly compared to the results that we saw in subjects that were given testosterone injections, but keep keep in mind that not only does using exogenous testosterone come with its fair share of potential negative side effects like blood clots, liver damage, and cardiovascular disease, but once you start using exogenous testosterone, your body shuts off its own natural production. So this means that once you get off of exogenous testosterone, your body's natural testosterone level is likely to drop below the point before which you even started, all right? So that means that you're effectively chained to using the treatment for the rest of your life. So that can definitely add up in terms of the money you spend and the chances of you experiencing the potential side effects. All right, so that about wraps it up on the topic on the relationship between testosterone and muscle growth. And there are 4 main takeaways that I want you to get from this. So the first is that taking exogenous forms of testosterone, which means taking testosterone injections, whereby your level goes way above the normal range for men, that can have a significant positive influence on your muscle and strength gains. The second is that if you already have testosterone levels within the optimal range, then naturally increasing your levels even further will not affect your muscle and strength gains. The third is that if you have suboptimal testosterone levels, then increasing your testosterone with simple diet and lifestyle changes can help speed up your muscle growth. And of course, a large part of those lifestyle changes involves getting stronger and building muscle in the first place, all right? And the fourth comes back to the same point, which is that lifting weights is the #1 natural testosterone booster that there is, all right? Because it all comes back to the positive feedback loop. Yes, if you have higher testosterone, you'll be able to build more muscle. But if you build more muscle, that will also increase the amount of testosterone that is in your body. And if natural testosterone optimization is a priority for you, be sure to check out my free quiz, which I've linked out to below, and that will help analyze your current situation and offer personalized advice moving forward. With all that being said, this has been Mo Salim. I hope that this video provided you with the information you were looking for, and I'll see you soon.